What's going on, guys? This is my second review, well, my third review online, but my second review in one day. I'm trying to push them out, give it to you guys. I just finished Doom last night, and it was a good game. I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts and let you guys know like what I thought about the game. This is my review, and I'm here to talk to you guys about it and let you guys know my thoughts and everything on my mind, from me to you guys. Let's go. First of all, right now, what I'm doing in the game, I'm in a part in the game right now that we're trying to, we are trying to earn ruins. Ruins are pretty much perks in this game, guys. This is one thing I don't like about the game. So one of my cons, I have pros and cons so far. There's going to be both. I'm not super ecstatic about the game, so I'm not going to sit here and be a big fanboy about it. I know there's a lot of people out there that love Doom, but this mechanism right now, I'm unlocking the ruin, which is like a perk, if you want to say it. If you want to call it a perk, it's a perk pretty much, and it gives me an extra ability. But you gotta get these perks through challenges, through modes that you have to that require certain eligibilities and certain tasks for you to do. Some you can't move and you gotta kill enemies. Some you have, like this one, I start off with 1 health, so if I get hit, I'm dead. And I have a heavy weapon, so it's kind of hard for someone to shoot a bunch of enemies with a heavy weapon and on 1 life. So you see the challenge. So I really don't like that. I don't like how they kind of give you a challenge to get a perk. You should just earn it throughout leveling up and stuff. But then I kind of get it. You know, maybe it's more of an arcade type of game, but whatever. But that's what's going on right now, guys. As you see, I have 10 seconds, and I completed the trial, ruin trial. Save and throw. Get 1 chance to survive a death blow and recover health. It resets your health. Those are real good. They're all throughout the game, so you get the concept. And right now, the part we are in the video now is I'm just showing you guys holograms. There's no story cinematics. This is pretty much it, guys. Like, they tell the whole story throughout the game, guys, through these holograms, holotapes. If you want to call them holotapes, I was playing Fallout, so I thought of holotapes. But they're like collectibles, you know, collectibles and stuff like that. But they pretty much tell a story through these holograms, guys. There's no big cinematic opening scene, nothing like that. So, just to give you guys a heads up.
Attention to all hazardous personnel. There will be an open forum to resolve.
Yeah, that's pretty much the story, guys. You pick up these index and stuff like that, and they tell you about the story, background, and stuff like that. Right now, we're getting into some action, guys. Talking about the gameplay and the action, that is one good thing about it, guys. When I first got my hands on the control and started killing monsters, at first I felt Halo, and then I kept playing, and I'm like, no. It feels a little more smoother, a little more different. Let me not say smoother, a little more different. So at first I thought Halo, and then as I kept playing, it kind of drew me away. It had more of a Call of Duty feel, smooth feel, and then a Halo feel, kind of jammed into one mix. And it came out really good, guys. It's nice, it's smooth. You can't aim down the sight. But they did replace it with a mechanic that once you hold left trigger, it puts like a secondary function on your gun. For example, as you see, I'm shooting rockets out my thing. I'm machine gun shooting rockets, and I'm shooting bullets. That's because obviously you can't aim down the sight, but they replaced it with a pretty good mechanic. Every gun has like 2 versions of the gun. You hold L, and then it activates it, and you can use that other version of the gun, you should say. So that was good. I like that. I don't mind them replacing scope view, looking down the scope for that. And they worked it out really good, guys. The way they combined it came out really good. It's easy to switch your weapons in the middle of combat. The one thing I can say about combat is when you stun so many enemies and they're together, I wish you could do double fatalities, if you want to say double gory kills, which would be awesome, because I found myself killing 6 guys and having them stunned, and I have to go one by one, and go and do a fatality on all of them, simultaneously, like they're all in line. I can't do some cool thing that I kill 3 at a time because they're all stacked. But that's my only big complaint about combat.
You will need to rip out the Argent accumulator powering the Cyber Demon. Destabilizing the core will cause a rift that will send you back to hell. Once the Crucible is in your possession, we will pull you out.
Voice command, as you see, another thing that's part of the story. You pretty much the story, guys. There's really no cutscene, guys, so don't get really amped for that. It's mainly everything's in game, so that's pretty good. So whatever you do see in game, it's in game, guys. No cinematics. So pretty cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, that shit got me off surprise, guys.
That is a change. About time I face something big.
Give you guys a heads up. What I don't like is I'm halfway through the game, guys, and this is my first boss. So I was iffy about it. I didn't like that. I was playing for 4 hours in, guys, and I didn't even get to a boss yet, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Am I gonna kill everything but minions and then get to hell and face the boss there, like one boss? But they only got like 2 or 3 bosses. There isn't a lot of boss fights. I'm disappointed on that.
Well,
I was hoping for
pretty
more.
generic, guys. If he doesn't switch
more
it up,
boss
then
fights.
he's dead.
And as you hear me in my screen, in my stream,
Switched it up. Okay.
I was saying that his moves are generic. They were pretty generic, but they do switch up their move patterns, which I like that, guys. 1 second they're doing something, the next second they switch them up. The downfall to that, guys, is obviously you guys know I'm a gamer, you guys are gamers. Once you figure out the first pattern, the second pattern, hell, Dark Souls, the third or the fourth pattern, the game gets easier. So he only has 2 patterns. Once you figure them out, it's cakewalk, guys. He has those missiles, he throws them all on the ground, he shoots that beam, and then he resets, and he does it again and again. So it kind of gets a little repetitive in the aspect of facing the boss. But like I said, I was disappointed because this is my first boss, guys, and I'm halfway through the game, so I was very disappointed on that. And here comes the epic fatality kill, guys.
Nice, big boys down.
And as you guys know, Doom isn't Doom if you don't go to hell, so here we go.
And off the hell we go, guys.
And this was an exciting part of the game. I really liked it, guys. It was nice. But I hope you guys liked my review so far. And matter of fact, let me pause. I got a couple more things to say. It's just on my head.
Just pissed it off.
My review's 15 more minutes, guys. After this, you go into hell. You do a couple more missions, and it's pretty good. But I do gotta say a couple things that are negative, guys. And one big thing is it gets repetitive. After you kill the first demons, it's awesome. You're like, you're pumped. You're doing executions. You're doing all this cool stuff. But then you're like 2 hours in the game, and it's like, I kind of seen all the executions. From the back, left, right, death from above. And then it's kind of like every level becomes spawn in, shoot them, they're gone. Spawn in, shoot. Well, let me rephrase that. You run in the level. They have these orbs in the main levels. And once you rip the orb out of this big sack of blood, it looks like it's just like big ass ball of blood, guys. Just say that. And you rip it up, the enemy spawn. And then there you go. You kill them. Next stage. You know what I'm saying? You kind of do the same thing all the way into hell. And then when you get to hell, well, before you get to hell, guys, you deal with that, the repetitive destroying those big old blood orbs, and the key cards, guys. Oh my freaking gosh! For you to progress through the game, you gotta find key cards. There's different colors. Different colors equal different doors. There's a yellow key card. You can go through a yellow door. Almost every other level, you have to find key cards and make your way to the level, kind of like a maze almost. The level maps are kind of generic. I was looking at old Dooms. They don't look the same because it's obviously way better, but they're kind of still almost they're still the same. Wide, cramped in with big obstacles, but cramped in a spot. So that really didn't change. Besides, obviously the graphic jump between the years, but it just got repetitive doing that. Going in, destroying those orbs, getting the key cards, open the door. Destroy the orbs, get the key cards, open the door. And I got the hell, as you guys see, and I was excited. I was like, yes, no more key cards. They have no doors. You don't need key cards in hell. Oh, cool. So it's gonna be different. You know, maybe I'm gonna face more monsters and a bunch of bosses. No, they replaced the key cards with skulls, with color skulls that open doors with demonic symbols on it. So it's pretty much the same thing. Copy maps are copy carbon, just reskinned, if you kind of want to say, guys. They're reskinned, and they're doing the same thing in hell that you were doing above ground, but just trying to stop the portal that's letting all the demons in. So that's what I do. I do not like. And even though it was repetitive, I'm not gonna lie, I did have some fun, but it was just repetitive, and I did have fun. So that's why I can't sit here and put the game down so much. I could just tell you how I feel and my thoughts and my pros and cons about it. But all that said, on the repetitiveness, um, the lack of story, because Doom story is simple, but there's no characters that you would actually say, hey, that was a cool space Mars Marine, like, oh crap, like, you don't meet no one. Pretty much, you meet a robot and some chick that's half dead and half robotic. She ends up working for Doom, working for the devil and all that stuff. But there's no characters that you ever pretty much meet. It's just you and this robot and AI. So I was upset with that. Like, I wanted some type of feeling connection to my character. I didn't feel no type of connection to him, which is cool because it's supposed to be an arcade game. But okay, I expected some type of connection to the character because who made the game? Bethesda. They were to go with that. But on that note, I didn't like that, and I did like the gunplay. I like the variation of smaller enemies, not bosses because there's like three bosses, but the variation of smaller enemies I liked. They were cool. They always kind of changed it up. At a point in the game, they upgrade a little bit. Some of them have like red, and all of a sudden they turn green, and they upgrade. So you kind of know you're getting close to hell, guys, in the final end of the game. So they kind of put it out there, and I knew when I was getting close to the end. But on that note, guys, hope you let me rate it. I have to rate it. I've never done a review like that, but my thoughts on it, rating it from 1 through 10. Obviously, the whole YouTube doesn't care because I don't have 100,000 subscribers. But for you guys that do care, the lack of story, repetitive gameplay, those are the bad stuff that I didn't like. And then repetitive game layout, I should say, because the gameplay was fun when you got into it. Uh, the good things about that I like the gameplay, the shooting, the some of the gore kills were pretty nice. But other than that, for Doom, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I found myself pushing myself towards the end, like really pushing myself to finish the game, guys. And I don't like to do that. And I love Bethesda. I'm still playing Fallout, guys. My streams getting my followers getting bigger because they're supporting my Fallout stream, and thank you guys. I appreciate it. I really appreciate that, guys. I enjoy that you guys get to hang out with me. We get to talk in chat. And like I said, if you guys watch my video and see me online, feel free to come on Twitch. Hit that Twitch. If you're looking at my video, come in my stream and give me a welcome. Say hello. I'll personally talk to you real time, guys, because obviously streaming is live. So don't miss out on that chance if you see it. Definitely, guys. And for the rating, I know I took a while. I gotta give it a 7 out of 10, guys. I have to, and I'm not gonna say 7.5 because I'm not gonna be that guy. 7 out of 10, and it's a must buy when it gets a little cheaper. For $30, a must buy, guys. I believe. So that's my rate. That's my thoughts. My rating on it. If you guys feel that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I did go look. I went back and looked at a bunch of Doom stuff and all that stuff. If you guys, and this was not multiplayer, guys. This review was not about multiplayer. It was about the campaign. But any of you guys like this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, this and that, you know. Hey, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but I know what I played and what I experienced. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys around.
Guys.